So not used to this anymore. Hey yo everybody, welcome to another episode of Hobby MoPro, the show where we talk about hobby motivation and productivity. And today we're excited because while there are restrictions with lockdowns, they are getting a little bit less. And while I'm still scared about getting that disease, I am excited about the prospect of having some vacay time in the near future, which is why I'm considering having a solid portable hobby toolbox thingamajig. I want to be able to hobby on the fly and hobby when I go on vacation. This is the thing that I made and tried and tested, and this is the thing that you will watch in this video. That was my foot. That was so weird. So when it comes to creating a transportational or container device thing that will get all your hobby tools from point A to point B while you're traveling around, the important bit is that your tools, especially the fragile ones like your brushes and your models, are well protected from the hazards of traveling. So while you don't exactly have to buy something like this, while I'm pretty confident to be holding it like this, there's models inside this thing. The idea of this video is that I can help you customize whatever container you have with you, may it be a tackle box, a bits box, or just a normal Tupperware, to be ready for the elements of the vacation mode. And my thinking here was I needed my tools and my models that I will be transporting to basically not move and be not affected by movement outside of this travel box. And as you can see here, while it's a big issue for my own personal container that there were hardly any compartments to put anything, this one single step was the whole workaround to everything that I wanted to address. Enter the one solution that I could think of, which is basically my okay, that's anticlimactic. Sticky tack. This is basically the top portion of the toolbox where I put my paints, and I got my sticky tack to hold up my brushes, or rather hold my brushes defying gravity, and at the same time none of anything is actually touching the bristles. And even when I rested this thing on the table, the bristles of my brushes would actually still be safe. The idea that I had models inside this thing and I have my wet palette inside and they're not moving, see? And that's all thanks to sticky tack right here. The hack is not that complicated. I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys saw it coming, and I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one who thought about this. But I also just wanted to share this video because I'm pretty sure there's also a big number of people who haven't even considered the magical joys of sticky tack or blue tack, on how it can just stick things and not leave any residue. Blue tack is used in many hobbies, not just our own, and actually a lot of museums use it to hang artwork and not leave any markings on the walls or on the artwork itself. So it's actually kind of the perfect all-around tool that we can have in our hobby. And it all started because I just needed to have a vacation, and it was my birthday a few weeks ago. So I had decided to just treat myself by checking in a hotel and just eating a lot of junk food and watching some series. But I had to make sure that I kept true to my word by hobbying every day so that I kept the sprues away. I've only brought with me my fate in blue tack / sticky tack. And throughout my traveling in the car, going up elevators and escalators, walking around the hotel lobby, and finally getting to my room, which is actually considerably not actually a very stressful travel experience in terms of luggage and storage. I opened it and it looked like everything was just where it was, except for this one model, or one bit of the model, where it was actually perched up too high and it was hitting the ceiling of the top container, and that's what caused it to fall down. But other than that, it looks like the trial test worked out. Ironically enough, I was just basically enjoying too much of my me time and I actually did paint for that trip, for that overnight trip. But it was hobby progress that I was able to record this and bring the story back to you guys. What other relevant things can you take from this video? One, you don't have to invest in a lot of money to get a portable storage device for your hobby stuff. I've seen a lot of war gamers who have actually transported their entire armies and collections using sticky tack. It's not for bringing their hobby around, but actually for participating in tournaments. It does look kind of weird, but this was at the time where magnetization or magnetized transportation stuff was not accessible, and that still is a little bit expensive. The fact that you could reuse blue tack is that you can even use it for other hobby things aside for transport. It's an underrated tool. A lot of people use it, but I feel there's not a lot of clout, a lot of people talking about it. There's actually a lot of people who don't like the product for when they're painting, but I think this hobby tool has a lot of mileage for us, not just when it comes to transporting our minis and fragile bits from point A to point B. That's basically the story for today, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed, and that this may someday help you in whenever you need to keep up that motivation and productivity to hobby every day, wherever you are, so that you can keep the sprues away. This is Louis Loves Minis, thanking you for watching.